Hey everybody, welcome to your November monthly reading where we are connecting to our 11th chakra. We've been looking at chakras all year long, starting way back in January, and we're on the 11th chakra, almost to the end of the year. I can't believe it. But this 11th chakra is known to more connect our human sphere to the supernatural. They say you access it with your hands and your feet, and the shamans would use the chakra to produce magic and influence the physical world. It's kind of known like for the mind over matter. And we can see how the mind is a significant influence over our physical world, because really we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. So it's that projection, it's how we see the entire world. So for this reading for this month, we're going to be looking at what does spirit want us to know about our mind world. So, of course, we have a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Virgos, this is your monthly reading, and if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I actually take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represent the overall energies for the month, around the theme, which, of course, this is all about your mind world, so that's what this will cover here. This month I am using the Spirit Song Tarot, so all the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your fancy and you do want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. You might have seen me use this new tarot deck that I got too on my lives. Yes, I'm going live now every single day of giving free live tarot readings on YouTube. Sunday through Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Saturdays, I do push it back to 8 p.m. Mountain Time because I go live on Instagram at 5 p.m. that day. And then Friday and Saturday mornings, I'm 11 a.m. Mountain, and Sundays 10 a.m. Mountain in the morning. So if you haven't stopped by yet to check it out, I'd love to see you come by and say hello and see if you can get a free little live personal reading. All right, so let's give these a good shuffle, and we're going to see what Creator and Spirit do want you to know about your mind world during the month of November. So let's take a look here. So what would you like our Virgos to know about their mind world adventure in November, please? Okay, they actually do want this one right there. And you have the Chariot, card number 7. So this is a very powerful card of the power of choice. You know, it basically says that within each moment you have a choice. Are you going to choose a story around the situation that's of unconditional love of above, or of the fear of losing conditional love of the human experience? And also you have the choice, in addition to the story, what you're going to put in the moment is what emotion you want to feel as you go through it. Is it going to be of unconditional love of above, or the fear of losing conditional love? There is no wrong choice. It's simply a choice. One is, of course, full of joy and happiness and laughter. The other one's usually full of all the opposites of that. And we come down here to experience all of those, but I love the freedom that comes with this when we realize that there's always another choice. We don't feel trapped that we have to stay here. We don't have to keep riding the same roller coaster ride over and over and over. There's other few rides in the amusement park, but there's also a beautiful Zen garden, which has a little ice cream shop where you can go get some ice cream and sit out there in the calm as well. So you can do either one, and this power of choice brings it in. So this does have to do with the change of your mindsets around the choices, the stories that you're making, because this is, of course, about the mind world, which is the story world. What stories are you putting there? We're also going to pull from the Shaman's Dream Oracle here to see what they want to add to that for the overall energies. Yes, we did talk about shamans already, right? With that 11th chakra, that they use that chakra to bring magic into the world, to influence the physical world as well. So let's take a look and see what they have for you, Virgos. Excuse me. All right. So what else for our Virgos, please? What else would you like them to know about their mind world? Okay. I do feel it's this one right here. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. And this one says, luck and right timing, the fortune's wheel. So, of course, this is the number 10 in the major arcana of the, tarot, but this is an oracle deck. But I like this because this also brings in a wonderful message that it gets reinforced here, which, when you look at the major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, it talks of, before you coming down here, your soul, your higher self, of course, chose you as its avatar, its human avatar, to experience this life through. You're a part of your higher self, chose when you're going to be born, when you're going to withdraw back to be completely spirit, and all these fated events that you want to experience as you go through this lifetime. But within each moment, this is where this choice comes in, you still have your free will. You still have your power of choice to decide what emotion, what story you want to apply to each one of them. So see how these are very, very much interactive, because it also shows you that there's everything that happens in your life is happening for you, not to you, because it's all designed, right? And, and you have that freedom to put whatever twist you want on the stories that are unfolding. But you kind of move from this feeling like you're on an out-of-control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode in a gorge, and you realize you're more of like on a monorail train that's attached to the tracks, and it moves very smoothly. It has its exact stops when things unfold, and it's just a beautiful movement instead of feeling like it's, like you said, this out of control type of feel to life. So these are perfect for one another. Now, this one is about the turn of fortune. And it says, the fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch, and everything turns to gold. There's nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of the fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you'll be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. That would be your power of choice, though, too. Fortune's wheel comes unannounced, so notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronistic events that herald its arrival. That call, the email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by the fortunes, by the fates. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. So that's good too. That just brings in those wonderful awarenesses. But I really feel, going back, that it's this Wheel of Fortune, so much the cohesive message between those two. And then we do move into the 4 suits of the minor arcana. Now, the 4 suits do represent the 4 different areas of our human experience. We're going to start with the element of fire, which is normally the suit of wands, and this one they call it the acorns. This is your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion, your overall energy. So this is going to be what Creator and Spirit do want you to know about your energy adventure during the month of November in regards to the mind world. So what would you like our Virgos to know, please? What would you like them to know, please? Okay. Ta-da! Look at that. No strings. So you got the Knight of Acorns. So this is about action. This is about movement. And the Chariot is also about movement and action, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. So there's action, drive, all the knights, of course, quest. That's what knights do. And the Knight of Acorns is in the search for the Ace of Acorns, which is the wand, the Ace of Wands, right? And so this is about gaining your power, gaining your just drive and your ambition and your focus and your passions, and move it forward. So there is a lot of movement that's happening in the month of November for you, a lot of action, a lot of forward movement. It feels very much like, Aries energy, this newness, this brand new launching of things, this movement forward in things. So I do love this for you. We'll get more guidance here through the Divine Guidance deck. We're going to see what else they want you to know about this energetic adventure. But I just feel like you just feel very energized, very focused. All right, so what else for our Virgos, please? What else would you like them to know about their energetic adventure? Okay, they do want these. Now, these are fractal imaging, which there's design on here. I call them the spiritual ink blot test. When I show it to you, whatever you see in it is a special message for you, and then I'm going to pull and see what she intuitively picked up from the card here. There you go. It's got card number 39. Let's see if I can go in a little further here. Put that down here. And let's see what message this brings for you. This is resolution. It says life is like a puzzle, and we put the pieces together in a way that fits for us. Until now, your puzzle hasn't seemed to fit together in a way that has made sense. What seems out of harmony will begin to feel balanced. Even though some things feel like they just won't work, shifts and adjustments are happening now, right? All this energy, this shifting, this movement. You will find that things will start to fall into place and that everything will fit together perfectly in your life. Yeah. So this movement, these things that are happening are things are moving into place to all fit just so wonderfully together. So that makes sense. Next, we're going to move into the element of earth, which is, of course, your element. And it's the only one out of all four of the minor arcana that are about the outside world. The rest are your inner energy, your thoughts, and your emotions, all on the inside. This is about the outside world. All those people that are on stage with you, all the props that are on there, including your own body, which, of course, is your adventure. It's a big piece of your adventure anyway, Virgos. So, and then your bank accounts, your jobs, everything in the outside world. So this is what the Spirit and Creator want you to know about your physical adventure during the month of November. So for our Virgos, what would you like them to know? Excuse me. All right, there it is. You have the Six of Crystals, the Six of Pentacles. So this giving and receiving energy that's coming in here, this equal flow, where I feel like before you really felt like you had to give and give and give and give and give and give and give. This is you're opening up and you're allowing yourself to receive as well. You're changing the story. You're changing your emotion around things with all this power of choice. And it is being reflected here. I also call this my codependency awareness card, which does tell you that, you might have had a belief that was early in your life that you're not worth anything unless you're able to give something to someone. And if you can't give something to someone, then you are just going to be left behind because they're going to go find someone who can. This is this journey of understanding your worth and really deep diving and understanding your power. And instead of looking outward for your definition and for, your just a stable definition, you're not going to find it out there. You find it from within, which then you become, and instead of this expectation, like you give with expectation because you need to receive, because you're borrowing from your bank to give to someone, and then you will need that back to break the balance back. Instead, you become a chalice where you get filled up with this unconditional love from the higher realms. Then you fill up and everyone gets the overflow. So you transform from this place of feeling exhausted and even resentful to just feeling overflowing, and you're not afraid whether you receive or not from the outside world, because you know you're finding everything that you need from inside of you, from the upper realms. We're also going to take a look here at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. We're going to see what else would the Creator and Spirit like you to know about your physical adventure. Of course, in November, and they do want this top one. And you've got the Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay. What were we just talking about? Yep. So let's put the Lady right here, and let's see what message that the Lady has for you. It says, reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Give and receive. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The Lady, known as the Empress in the traditional tarot, is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is an abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She's closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet, she is a representation of the goddess Venus, too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life, or pentacles, which would be the suit that this normally is. All earth energy, by the way. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the Lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you've planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The Lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage, proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey through life. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So definitely this giving and receiving, you've given so much, and now you're putting yourself in this wonderful place with these, power of choice and understanding, the stories that you put around yourself and others in the world, and your giving, that it just changes your energy to where you allow yourself to receive and receive bountifully. Next, we're moving into the element of air. It's normally swords. This one they call it feathers. And this, of course, is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. All about the mental adventure during the month of November. Can't believe that you would, be concerned about the mental. You are kind of ruled by Mercury. You kind of like communication and information and knowledge, so you can get into your brain, and that's okay. So this will be what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure and really about your mind world, right, as well. So for all our Virgos, okay, they do want that one. And you have the Ace of Feathers, mental clarity, foundation, new thoughts, new ideas, new creativity, new communication. You're definitely using the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Feathers, to cut away your thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. And you're really understanding that difference between that choice in every moment between higher love and the fear of losing conditional love. All these expectations, these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, that Ace of Swords allows you to cut those away because they're no longer serving you for where you're headed. They did serve you to give you the experiences that you did want, But you're done. You're ready. You're ready to move into a different phase of your life right now. And you have the numerology guidance cards next, which will help us learn more about your mental adventure during the month of November. All right. So what else do you want? Okay. Are Virgos to know about their mental adventure? And you got physical activity. Yeah. So I like this because this is about movement again, because you had all this movement. So you do have more movement that's happening. And I feel like physical activity doesn't necessarily just mean for your body, right? It means things are happening in your physical world. You're making these mental changes. You're getting communication. You're getting new ideas. You have all this power of choice as you're looking through things. And so your fears are switching. You know, when you, one of the other beautiful things that comes through the Wheel of Fortune is when you realize everything is kind of faded, that the events that come are faded, and that you get to choose what emotion you put in everyone, what thought and story you put around everything. You realize that you are the one that gets to choose what it means. So you're not afraid so much of what comes in the future or comes in the outside world, because realistically or theoretically, you could choose every moment for the rest of your life. You're going to be happy about it. And you're going to decide that it's a beautiful blessing for you. And you could do that. Be pretty boring. We do not come here to sit and watch people ride rides. We want to ride some of those fear rides. So we will get bored and go dramatically ride some rides. But it sets you free because you realize that at any moment you can totally change what that means for you. So I do love this coming in here as well. And then lastly, we are going to be looking here at the suit of cups. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, it's the element of water. It's normally the suit of cups, but they call these shells in this particular deck. This is all about the emotions. So it's going to be what the Creator and Spirit do want you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of November. So let's take a look here and let's see what that Spirit and Creator want you to know about your emotional adventure in November. All right off the bat there. And you do have the Page of Shells. So inspiration, it says intuition and inspiration. And it is new emotional messages coming in, as well as a new emotional, like a heightened emotions, an upgrade in your emotions. And I kind of feel that as the more you're learning to really grasp and own your power of choice, you are choosing all these different emotions, these different approaches to life, and you just have this joyful happiness that is just flowing in your life here. And it doesn't mean 100% of the time, but you're experiencing greater heights and more often the positive emotions that you're more used to back home, those of unconditional love and joy and peace and even laughter. I know, why so serious, Virgos? It's time to laugh and have some fun. All right. And then your final card we're going to pull here is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And because this is the last card for this drawing, for this reading, it can still be about the emotional adventure for the month of November, but it's also going to be a wild card. It can represent, whatever else the Creator and Spirit want you to know for that month. So let me go ahead and give these one more shuffle here. It's interesting. Sorry, I got distracted for a moment because this is probably the first warm day. The cool day of the season, and the heater kicked on. And the first time the heater kicks on, there's a different odor from it because it hasn't run for all of spring and most of spring and summer. And I kind of feel like this is this change that's happening, this movement. And in the beginning, you're just like, this doesn't smell like normal. What's happening? What's going on? I'm not used to this. So it also is this message here of, you'll get used to it. You'll get, used to the change of whatever's happening. It just feels different. It seems different. So don't freak out about it. Just go with the flow of it, right? You might get distracted a little bit by it, but it's okay. You'll recover. All right, here we go. So what else for our Virgos? Actually, they do want this one right here. All right, there we go. And you have the masculine, the lunar god, card number 42. Great card there. We'll put that right here. And let's see what comes in here. It is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more, maybe enroll in a course or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and your vitality, which is totally Virgo energy. You're the sixth house, which is 42, adds up to 6. You are the sixth house, which is all about your physical body and your health. So this is, no surprise to you. You're like, yeah, I know. So while lunar gods are rare, usually their realms are the solar. They are conspicuous when they appear. The Australian Aboriginal deity of the Wanarua, apologies if I murdered that, tribal area, encourages us to observe the laws of the land and to appreciate the beauty around us. This lunar god is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not need to be spoken about, just witnessed with the eyes of our head and our heart. The Norse god Mani, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian Sin, S-I-N, shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. And there are many more lunar gods. The traditional positive attributes of the masculine, such as strength and physical vitality, power of will, right? Shielding and protection of the weak are important for anyone to adopt, no matter their gender or orientation. Should you pull this card, it is asking you to step up into your power, your uniqueness, and offer your guidance to those who may need it. The companion stone for that is black opal. So, perfect card to end all of this movement, the stepping up, this taking charge, definitely your power of will and your power of choice. You got this beautiful, divine masculine and divine feminine energy coming in, which is the giving and receiving, both being the manifester and putting your energy forth and having things happen, while also asking wishes of the creator and of the upper realm, becoming the chalice and allowing yourself to receive. So I love this beautiful ebb and flow of giving and receiving, of doing and going with the flow, and doing and also going with the flow that is coming through in here. So I love this energy for you for the month of November, Virgos. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, and also a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. And then also clicking that subscribe button will give you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is this option for all. And if you select it, then you'll be notified of any new videos that do come out on this channel, as well as be notified when I go live for those giving those free readings out on YouTube. I know. In addition to all of that, you also help spread the Zen love. And it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos or comment on one of my videos and subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy, it does want to share the videos of my channel automatically with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I am very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of this video below. All right, Virgos, as you go through this amazing month, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, our Creator, and of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.